Alright guys, come on over so you can see. Also, Mr. Alex, can you hit the light for me?
Yes, sir.
Well said. Alright, so have a seat over here. Hey, Brody, don't make me throw this at you. Yep.
They were talking Eagles, and I went to see what the schedule was.
Poor Eagles. Alright, do you have everyone back?
Yep.
Who are we missing? Roz?
Oh, that was that movie, A River Runs
Roz
Through It.
Milner, yeah. Right, well they'll just have to miss out. So anyway, watch. Very carefully.
I'm gonna go back a little
It's
bit.
not a long
So you
clip.
can say. It's
Education as well.
Wow, that's really freaking loud.
Like going to the movie?
Each weekday while my father worked on his Sunday sermon, I attended the school of the Reverend McLean. He taught nothing but reading and writing, and being a Scot, believed that the art of writing lay in thrift.
I used to hate the teacher right on my papers.
Half his song. So while my friends spent their days at Missoula Elementary, I stayed home and learned to write the American language. Again, half his arm.
Half.
Is that Gordon?
I never think so. I'm not sure. What is that?
Yeah.
That is a good movie.
Good. Now throw it away.
That's Tom Skipper. Joseph Gordon. I think it's Joseph Gordon.
Alright, so everyone saw that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Carol, can you come over here real quick?
It's dark in there.
It's only a reflection of my heart, Mr. Darrell.
What's going on?
We're actually in preparation for the Halloween
I thought you were bringing the
extravaganza.
For the cups. So what's going on?
Oh, we're watching a brief clip on anime.
Oh. Did you need me for something?
No, well, no, I'm just saying hi.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey! I like wasting your time, Mr. Darrell. It makes my life have variance, almost verging on meaning.
Okay.
No matter for what. Alright, cool. Alright, Miss Carol, so this is a rather relevant little clip I'm about to show you guys. I think you might have seen it last writing class, but we'll see.
So it was with my formal education as well. Each weekday while my father worked on his Sunday sermon, I attended the school of the Reverend McLean. He taught nothing but reading and writing, and being a Scot, believed that the
Okay,
art of
just come
writing
over here and
lay
watch
in
and pay
thrift.
attention.
It's on the elevator.
By the way, bonus points if you memorize this.
He taught nothing but reading and writing, and being a Scot, believed that the art of writing.
Hold on. Miss Sabrina,
Yes.
come so you have a good view. You can borrow one of these chairs if one of those.
You said bonus points if you memorize.
If you memorize this whole thing, because these guys have seen it
We've
twice
seen it
now.
twice so far now. It's every
I
time
never
someone
saw
walks in, we get to watch it.
Sit by me, Miss Sabrina.
Sure, no problem.
Excellent.
Alrighty.
Lay in thrift. friends spent their days at Missoula Elementary, I stayed home and learned to write the American language. Again, half as long. Good. Now throw it away.
All right, Roz, you missed out on the video clip.
That's okay.
All right, just for that, we're
I'll
watching it
catch up.
again.
I'll catch up.
No, we're good. All right.
What's the name of this?
This was from a movie. Mr. West, can you get the lights, please?
Yes.
All right. So that was from a movie called A River Runs Through It.
I'm gonna go
Oh,
home and watch
thanks,
it.
Dominique. What?
I'm gonna go home and watch it tonight.
It's a really good. I'll send you actually the clip. Or not the clip. I'll send you the name at the end of class,
Yeah.
so you don't forget. All right. So this goes back to a whole bunch of things. So we're going to talk about this a little. Don't need you anymore. Aha.
You can go back to our seat.
Please.
I have a second. You might want me to take a note too, huh?
Raj, you left these here. I'm tempted to open them up just to now. I won't stop.
What? Not while I'm on duty, Miss Rouse. What? Okay, yeah.
Let's go. I gotta leave alone.
I just want to computer that works. Yes.
Try it on the end of the row.
Excuse me?
One at the end of the row. Maybe that'll work. Oh, I won't. We'll send it to the little class, but if you want to watch this movie, it's...
No, I can go home and I'll search it in Netflix and
Yeah.
thank you. Don't forget, you said you're gonna play me on just this one.
Yeah, with the grant writing?
Yes.
No problem. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Let's take some guesses. Why do you think I showed you that clip?
Because it wasn't right.
Hands. I will get out my cleaver and cut off each one of your hands, and then just be like, here. Now, what do you want? You put up your other hand. There we go. I think a rather gruesome way of doing it, but anyway, all right. So let me rephrase that. What do you think the importance of that clip was?
To show us Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I remembered his name as a child. Now, the importance of the clip was to show how to show how much your writing you feel is perfection, but somebody who writes constantly can show you to cut it down. The idea is to show that no matter how good you think your writing is, there's somebody that's always going to critique it and tell you to condense it, to get rid of all those embellishments.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Anyone else have anything that they feel they should add? Any parts you actually... Yeah,
Can I?
yeah sure, why not? You're in the classroom, you might as well pitch in.
Well, what I gathered from what I just saw is that it doesn't matter whether you speak the language or not. If you put yourself to it and work really hard, you can learn it and learn it no matter what. You can speak many different languages. You can be German and speak Japanese the next day if you put your mind to it.
The overall
language. I mean, languages they're all into. It just depends how fast you are, but I mean, you have to put your heart into it to learn it.
A fair point. Mr. Kenneth, hold for.
I think that point is to show how writing should be more of an art and a better expression
Yes.
with the proper academics of
Mhm.
what the expression and the point is trying to come to.
Yeah, writing is expression,
Without
writing is
faulty.
revision. Yeah. You
Without
got
a
that.
faulty word in it.
Yeah, you want to be precise. Yes, Ms. Joyce.
It takes time and practice to perfect your usage of the English language.
Both well
Excellent.
said.
Excellent
Well
summation.
said.
Yeah, both well
Best I've
said.
heard
Very
yet,
good,
actually.
Joyce. Very good.
Right. So, were there any parts that you? I mean, it was a 2-minute clip, but the part that used to get me, you have to imagine me as a little kid. That was my dad, basically. Was you talk too much, you have to cut it down, it has to be precise. And we just went through that business writing thing, where they said like 6 times over, be concise, which is another way of saying be precise with your word choice and get to the point. You don't have to be very elaborate. You have to be very direct, simple, so a lot of people will understand it no matter who they are. Are you about to say something, Miss Carol? Or are you just shielding your eyes from the glare of the lights?
No, I was thinking of, I'm sitting here thinking of a way to say what I thought of, what I saw,
Mm-hmm.
and what I was sitting here thinking is that you have to be, when you're doing a work, you have to review it consecutively, because you know that you have to be like on point, because you know that if once you hand it over, it's going to be critiqued by someone.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore, what you wrote, you have to make sure you have read it, so that it's like, can't be, I mean, like I say perfect, but it has to be good enough to be handed over to somebody that's going to say, who's going to critique it, and it has to be precise and on point.
That's true. Well said. Go ahead.
Even when I write a document, I want to make sure that each person, after the information is printed out, that they're able to receive the point that I'm making.
Yes. Lack of ambiguity, clarity. All right, so you all got the point. We've established that like 6 times over. Wonderful. The part that actually gets me about this clip is the only words the father says are half again, half as long, that sort of thing. But the phrase that really got me was good, now throw it away. Does anyone have a guess why he might have said that? Anyone? Any guesses? No. No, just the opposite actually.
It was.
So, anyone here, hold on. 1 minute. Let me think of it like this. What's the point of a test? No,
To see
not to
what you-
pass. But what's the point of me giving you a test?
To see what
To see what you know.
What
Right,
I
right.
know.
What we have
Right.
learned so far.
Where certain things stand as far as where we are.
Right. So, the reason I say what is a test is because when he said, good, now throw it away.
There's no
The
use for it.
Well, no, there's a use for it, but the use of the work was proving that he had mastery over the subject.
Exactly.
If you have mastery over the subject, you can replicate it. So therefore, the work itself, he's a little boy learning his stuff, being able to throw your work away because you can make another one is key to being able to write well. You have to not have an emotional attachment, especially in business writing, that is so, these are my words and they're probably going to come back to bite me, it's dry and emotionless in a lot of ways. It's very clinical. It's very similar to medical or academic writing. There's not a lot of passion or fire to it, but what it does have is precision.
It's bringing the points out.
Yes.
And there's facts there.
So
That's
by
it.
throwing out your work, like as you go on in your job searches, you're never going to have just one resume. You're going to have like 6, and that's symbolically throwing away each resume when you make a new one. Is showing you can do it again, or when you write a cover letter, you're always going to start from scratch. I mean, you might have a template, but you're going to make it different. And that's symbolically throwing away everything you've done before, but also drawing on it. Is everyone getting this? Is this a little bit too
Yes.
mystical?
Yes. No,
Okay.
that's
So
how the boy had to throw it away. There was no reason for him to keep it.
Right. There's no reason because he demonstrated his alacrity with the
Right.
words.
Right.
Right. Precision is spelled Precision. Okay?
Precisei.
No, ISON. Precise is Precise.
Yeah.
Precision is Precisision. Yeah, precision. Okay? What's up, Bertie?
He could have been writing on what he ate the night before for dinner. After he proved to his father that he did it the way the father wanted it done, to be precise, get to the point, make it shorter, there was no reason for him to keep that information.
Right.
But he already learned how to restructure to make it, to grab the attention of his father, to say, yes, you did it right, you have no reason to hold on to it.
Right, and that goes back to also knowing your audience. The boy was writing for his father, he wasn't writing for a
Right.
teacher. He had to cleave to his expectations instead of what was, artistically pleasing. Much in the same way that in the workforce, you're expected to follow a certain format, and they don't tolerate straying outside the lines very well. This brings me to what I was going to mention before I give you your assignment for today. Oh, come on, you guys love me.
1 hour.
I mean, reluctantly, and maybe with a
65
little tinge of
minutes.
fear, but that's too much to hope for, isn't it? All right, so look. Yeah, what's up, Ken?
Well, for me, the point to getting the best of my education, I have to have a teacher with great experience, because me being academically inclined, the only way I can be taught is with strength. If a teacher doesn't teach with strength, how can I receive it as a student?
Or cultivated. Good point. Although, I think I'll decline your challenge to an arm wrestling contest. I think you might get me. But yes, I understand about strength, about having your message resonate and be relatable and, above all, transferable from student to teacher. What I was going to get on was something called the parsimony principle. Does anyone here know what the word parsimony means without using edictionary.com?
Parsimony.
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 Parsimony. All right, everyone go to dictionary.com.
Something partial.
All right, looks like it's going to be that kind of day. No, it's going to be great. So dictionary.com, type in parsimony.
Oh, I have that up here.
Give me a minute.
Come on.
I have it right here.
Give me a mirror and open both of you.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
No.
Hold on, Ken. I'll be right with you.
All
I
right,
told
and
you today.
parsimony.
P-A-R-S-I-M.
Dictionary.
Oh, dictionary. D-I-C-T-I-O-N-A-R-Y.
Parsimony, right here.
Oh. Alright, so we don't need this.
It's a noun. Quality of being careful with money or resources, the quality of standards.
Now, stream or something.
Type in that word.
I found it.
Good. Would you care to read it to the class? What is
Right,
it?
well, they
defined
do
as?
give you two, the law and the regular. It says the quality of being careful with money or resources, or the quality or state of being stingy. And if you want to go, I went under dictionary.com. And the synonyms is cheapness, closeness, wait a minute, I can't, okay, wait a minute. Penny pinching, stinginess, tight-fistedness, tightness,
Okay, got it.
okay?
Okay, so what's the first definition?
Extreme fear and reluctance in splendor.
Okay, so you're the different.
Hold on.
That's why I have
The quality of being careful with money or resources. Okay?
the quality of
Right, so click in here, parsimony.
Type with it?
Yeah, parsimony.
So now where did you say it was, the ability?
O-N. Parsimony is extreme care and frugality with money or resources.
Extreme fear.
Okay? So this easily could have been the precision principle, but parsimony is not used nearly as much. So it has a bit of a negative connotation, but that's okay. Now you know what parsimony means, right?
Yes.
So the next time you want to call, someone, a tightwad, just say, "You're so parsimonious with your resources." What? Yeah, that was worth it. Okay, so this means being really tight with your resources. Okay, so you're not, spewing words all over the place, like 6 words instead of 1. Remember that little graph at the end of your sheet, at the end of the printout I gave you? Like turn to this is page 2. Sorry.
Well, when you threw the word parsimony out in the very beginning, what did you use it in the sentence as? What did you say it to us for?
I said it because you're going to need that as a principle when you're writing from now on.
Be stingy with all the extra words?
You're stingy with words in general. What's up?
Penny pension.
Yeah, but it's meant to apply to any resource. It has a monetary implication, but in this case, you're really tight with your words. You don't let a single word that doesn't help your cause or doesn't help you be understood out of your fingers or onto the page. You see what I mean? And they mentioned that in the printout. But the parsimony principle says nothing that is useless is on your page. Not an extra comma, not an extra thank you. You're not letting emotions into it, usually. This is a very clinical and detached style of writing, I would say, for the most part. Alright, so the parsimony principle is care with words.
See y'all.
See ya.
Alright.
Have a good day. Bye, Miss Dominique.
I always lose members of my class around 3:30. Anyway, so look, it's care, it's precision, it's not letting emotions or sentiment in the way. Does everyone get that? So if I asked you to write about your weekend in 3 sentences or less, you could do that if you followed the principle of getting exactly what you need to get, across, right? You could do that for me. Okay? So, this is something you're probably going to want to write down. If you want, the precision principle is probably better, because most of you know what precision means. But parsimony, I guess you can use as a vocabulary if you want. I see Facebook.
It's supposed to be going down, Charlie. It's not
I know,
supposed to
the
be up.
internet's all weird.
Yeah.
It's all like,
Yeah, I was taking down the other so I can bring up, here, I took down. I can bring up my, note taking and grading. So I can add this to my notes.
So, probably going out on a limb here. Who here are, why not? Might as well use this as a quote. Alright guys, so who here are Bible reading sort of people? I'm not personally, but it has its share of good quotes. Rosalind? Oh, come on, I know there's like 2 of you who are.
Aldous, I know you read the Bible, don't you?
Hands up there, man.
Alright, good enough. Alright, 3. Okay, Ken is as well. 4. Okay, never mind. The majority of you are. There's a quote in there that I found particularly useful, especially when it comes to writing, which is, hold fast to what is good and do not cling to what is unnecessary. I think it's in somewhere. Who cares? But that basically sums up the precision principle. Hold fast to what is good, that is what is effective, and cast aside what's unnecessary. Alright, so remember that. You probably want to put the precision principle in your notes somewhere with your own definition. So your assignment that you're going to do the next 20 minutes or so before you present is going to be as follows. Would you rather I explain it now verbally, or would you rather have a written version from me in your email? Which
Of
is
what?
preferable for the assignment I'm about to give you?
Explain.
Write it down.
What?
Explain.
Do both.
Explain? Alright, I'll do both. Why not? Alright, so here's what I'm going to have you do. Alright? Okay. So, the good news is this is open note.
Open what?
Open note. Okay? Throw it in the Ganges and drown it.
There's a water coming
Yeah, I know, it's terrible. Alright, so look, the good news is this. I wish I could give you a
Write in
decent.
pen.
It would be nice if they gave you these behind me.
Go ahead.
Alright, so look. Everyone has been here throughout most of the class, right?
Yeah.
So if I said, hey, what's up? Small progress is better than no progress. What's up? You're supposed to be in the bottom of it. Yeah. Alright, so look, this is open note. You all have the handouts on business writing, right? So if I asked you, like, assume this is a meeting, okay? So what I want you to do, and this is going to be useful, I swear, is you're going to use the precepts here to summarize what I've talked about today and what we've done today. Okay, so it should be about a paragraph, but I want you to do bullet points instead of a sentence one, support, 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 conclude. I want you to do bullet points. Like, all right, first he talked about X, Y, and Z. He also did this, and you know, bump it up first. Write it as if you're writing for the people who aren't here. So it's Jetta, Oscar, whatever. And we're going to have a little bit of a round robin. Anyone here know what a round robin is?
Yeah, you go around.
Yeah. So we're going to present, and we're going to pick the best one at the end, and that's the one we're going to forward to the people who aren't here, so they can do
So
their
we're
makeups.
writing about what
What we've done so far, and if...
sugar, honey.
Oh, come on, don't
Roll
sugar.
down, we'll take my note.
All right, good. This is open note. That's kind of the point of this.
So,
All right? Yeah, what's up?
all right, we're doing paragraph. We're doing the paragraph, but we're using bullet points versus actual paragraph.
Right, and you're going to
Okay.
use...
So we'll write what we're writing
Yeah.
about, and then just give all the points in that paragraph.
Yep. So what you're going to do is you're going to use...
They're my notes.
Right. So you're using the handout I gave you in the beginning of class. You're going to mention it. You're going to say, he went over a handout with us in the beginning of class, which emphasized X points. And then you list some of your favorites from there. Or then we went on break, or whatever. Okay? So use your notes to make this good. Like an accurate summary of what we've been through so far up to now. And you have until about 3 to do that. So that's 25 minutes. If you finish yours in about 5-10 minutes, great. There's a bonus assignment, which is same format, what you did over your 3-day weekend. And then you can present that for extra credit, which means that I won't give you actual homework. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right? I'm going to be writing this up and sending it to you guys. Any questions? You with me?
You want it on Word or?
Word, and then you're going to present it. So,
Okay.
like this extra credit one, we're just going to send it anyway.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Great. What's up, Ken? Did you raise your hand?
Yeah, you're saying we can write it out but use the bullet point,
Yep.
which means that's part of the format.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You remember how to put in bullets, right? I can show
I
you.
know I had to go to format
Right.
and,
Actually, I think
and the
it's
size and something like
Oh,
that.
wow. I can do that. Let me fix it. Better? So, here's what we talked about in class so far today. You have the handout, right? Alright, cool. So use this as a reference. Okay? Well, not this, but like format your documents in such a way that you're going to follow the most important information. So what did we do today? Like you remember, right?
Yeah.
Good. So write it down, then you enter so that bullet points will come up. And try to make them a sentence, maybe 2 sentences at most for each bullet point. You got me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to send out an email so there's no confusion. At the end of class, you're to send me the document that you wrote it on, along with any extra credit you did. Creepy little bugger.